As you know, I'm always on the hunt for the best offline games. In fact, my offline games playlist has over 80 videos, which means I've suggested well over 1,000 offline games. So, if these 15 aren't enough, or you're looking for something specific offline games, check out the playlist in the description. Let's get started. Number 15.
Parting in sight.
We're missing a hand over here.
I Am Your Beast is a solid mobile FPS game. The comic book art style and fast-paced, stealth-focused gameplay are a refreshing change from typical mobile shooters. The controls are responsive, and the micro sandbox levels offer quick, intense bursts of action. If you're looking for a quality mobile FPS that respects your time and money, I Am Your Beast is definitely worth checking out. Number 14. Who doesn't love cruising around in a police car, lights flashing, siren blaring? The game lets you do that, and it feels pretty realistic. It offers a decent challenge, and the realistic driving mechanics make it feel pretty authentic. While the graphics and controls could be slightly improved, the overall experience is enjoyable. If you're looking for a simulation game with a bit of excitement, this one's definitely worth a look. Number 13.
You're a little too handsy for my taste, idiot.
I Am Security on mobile is basically you playing digital bouncer. You're standing at the door, checking IDs, scanning for hidden contraband, and deciding who gets to party and who gets the boot. It's surprisingly addictive, especially when you catch someone with a fake ID or a sneaky hidden weapon. It's a casual time killer, not a deep strategy game, but if you're looking for a simple, goofy security simulator, it delivers. Number 12. I played Boris in the dark survival, and honestly, it was pretty fun. I really liked the whole creepy, old cartoon thing they had going on. It definitely got me a few times with the jump scares. The controls were a little clunky, and those shadow monsters were a pain, but I still enjoyed it. If you're into spooky games, it's worth checking out. Number 11. Offroad Masters is a game where you drive big cars on rough roads. I like that there are different types of cars and places to drive, like mountains and forests. It's challenging, and sometimes the controls are hard to use. Overall, Offroad Masters is good for passing time, but it's not the best driving game I've played. Number 10. If you're into crafting, farming, and life sims, then my time at Portia is for you. You're basically rebuilding your dad's workshop in this cute little town, crafting stuff, farming, fishing, and befriending the locals. It gives Stardew Valley vibes to me. The crafting system, while satisfying when you finally build something cool, can be a bit of a grind. You spend a lot of time gathering resources. It's a fun and charming game, but just don't expect a masterpiece. Number 9. Don't Be Scared is a scary mobile game. If you shake your phone too much or scream, the game ends. I like this because it made me stay quiet and really scared. The only bummer is the game is super short. You just find 5 things and then it's over. Still a fun scare for a short time. Number 8. Epic Conquest 2 is this sweet mobile game I downloaded a while back. It's like a classic RPG. The battles are awesome and your character can look super cool with all the different gear. There's also some stuff you can buy with real money, but I never felt pressured to use it. Overall, Epic Conquest 2 is a blast if you're looking for a fun game to kill some time and level up a character. Number 7. Cars LP offers a charmingly retro racing experience. The low-poly graphics give it a unique, nostalgic feel, and it runs smoothly on almost any device. The car collection is surprisingly diverse. It's a great pick-up-and-play game for short bursts. If you're looking for a simple, fun mobile racer with a nostalgic vibe, Cars LP is worth a try. Number 6. Special Force Group 3 is like a mobile version of CS2. The graphics are actually pretty good for a phone game. It's cool that you can play offline or online. I like that. But the gameplay is a real letdown. It feels really clunky to move and shoot. I think the game has a lot of potential, but it needs a lot of improvement. The controls need to be smoother, and multiplayer needs to be more balanced. Number 5. Drift Legends 2 looks nice at first with its cool graphics and many famous drift cars. The controls work well, and the tracks are fun to race on. It's fun to start as a beginner and slowly become a better drifter. It's not like other racing games where you can change lots of things. Drift Legends 2 is an okay game for drifting, but it could be better if you could change more things about the cars and have different kinds of races to do. Number 4. Honestly, Global Truck Online is a bit of a mess, but in a weirdly entertaining way. You're basically driving these big trucks around, delivering stuff, and trying to make some in-game cash. I spent a good chunk of time just trying to make my truck look as ridiculous as possible, which was surprisingly fun. The controls can be a bit wonky and sometimes the game glitches out, but if you're looking for something to kill time, it's worth a shot. Number 3.
Oh my word.
Lara Croft, Guardian of Light is a surprisingly fun action puzzle game, especially if you can snag a friend for cooperative mode. I mostly played solo, and it was still a good time. The top-down view gives it a neat feel, and some of the puzzles were genuinely clever, making me feel like a proper adventurer. While the puzzles and overall vibe are enjoyable, the control issues can definitely take away from the experience. And definitely try to play with a friend if you can. It would be much better. Number 2. Lost Future definitely gave me a post-apocalyptic feeling. The graphics and the overall look of the world reminded me a little of The Last of Us. Of course, it's a mobile game and not as advanced. The game's graphics and the post-apocalyptic setting give a similar feeling. I enjoy exploring the map and finding resources. The crafting and survival elements are fun. If you want a mobile game with a post-apocalyptic survival feel, Lost Future is worth trying. Number 1. Pascal's Wager is a fantastic Souls-like mobile game, but it's not for everyone. It's visually stunning and the combat is deep and rewarding, making you feel like a legit dark fantasy hero. It's the kind of game you play when you want to feel like you've actually accomplished something, even if that something is just barely surviving a boss fight. It's a love-hate relationship. I loved how beautiful it was. I hated how often it made me want to throw my phone, but in the end, I'm glad I played it.